If you are a man over 60 who has spent years rebuilding your finances, your routines, your peace of mind, the life that finally feels like yours, then this video is specifically for you. Because the decisions that can undo that rebuilding rarely arrive looking like mistakes. They arrive looking like the next natural step. And by the time the cost becomes clear, the situation is already far more complicated to exit than it was to enter. This video is not about avoiding connection. It is not about distrust. It is not about closing yourself off. It is about something more valuable than any of those things. It is about entering the next chapter of your life with your eyes fully open, with the conversations at an advance that most men never have, with the protections in place that most men never think about until they wish they had. In this video, I'm going to walk through 6 specific things that men over 60 need to protect and prepare before a new relationship moves from dating to something more permanent. Some are financial, some are legal, some are emotional. But the 6th one, the one that most men never consider, until it has already shaped everything, is the most important of all. Stay with me. Here is something that is true for a significant number of men over 60. They have been through something. A divorce, a bereavement, a period of significant disruption. And on the other side of that, through time, through effort, through the quiet daily work of rebuilding, they have arrived somewhere that feels stable. A home that reflects their choices. A routine that supports their well-being. Financial footing that took years to establish. And a hard-won sense of peace that they protect. Because they know exactly what it costs them. When a man in that position begins a new relationship, and when that relationship deepens into something serious, the instinct to protect what he has built is not fear. It is not selfishness. It is not an inability to commit. It is wisdom, hard-earned and entirely reasonable. The question is not whether to protect it. The question is how to protect it in a way that is honest, clear, and fair to both people involved. That is what this video is for. 1. Your financial clarity. Know what you have before you share it. Before a new relationship reaches the point of serious financial entanglement. Shared accounts, shared expenses, shared property. Every man over 60 needs to have a clear and documented picture of exactly what he has. Assets, retirement accounts, property, investments, debts. A complete financial inventory, ideally reviewed with a financial advisor. That establishes a clear baseline before anything is shared. This is not about distrust, it is about clarity. The man who knows exactly what he has before entering a shared financial life is the man who can make genuinely informed decisions about what he is willing to share, what he wants to protect, and what conversations need to happen before any arrangement changes. Here is the thing most people do not understand about financial clarity. It protects both partners, not just the one with more assets. A relationship built on unclear financial foundations generates more conflict, more resentment, and more eventual damage than one where both people entered with honest, documented expectations. Financial clarity is not the absence of generosity. It is the foundation that makes genuine generosity possible. 2. Your legal exposure. What most men do not know about cohabitation. In many states and jurisdictions, extended cohabitation, a partner living in your home for a sustained period, can create legal rights that neither party explicitly agreed to. Common law marriage provisions exist in a number of U.S. states. Palimony claims, financial support claims from a non-married partner, have been upheld in multiple jurisdictions. And tenant rights, the legal protections that apply to anyone who has established residency in a property, can complicate what both parties assumed was a simple living arrangement. None of this means cohabitation is the wrong decision. It means it is a decision that deserves legal advice before it is made. Not after the arrangement is already established and the situation is complicated. Before any significant change in living arrangements, consult a family law attorney in your state. A cohabitation agreement, a legal document that clearly outlines financial responsibilities, property rights, and exit arrangements, is not unromantic, it is responsible. And it protects both people in the relationship equally. The partner who is willing to sign one is demonstrating trust, not undermining it. 3. Your daily routine. The peace you built is worth protecting. A man who has lived alone for a significant period has built something most people underestimate: a daily rhythm that is entirely his own. The morning that unfolds the way he chooses. The silence when he needs it, the noise when he wants it. The domestic environment calibrated to his preferences. That environment has real value, real psychological value. And the decision to share it, however willingly made, involves compromises that are worth thinking through honestly before they happen. The couples who navigate shared living most successfully are the ones who had explicit conversations about daily life before they began sharing it. Not assumed, not hoped for, explicitly discussed. What does a typical morning look like for each of you? How do you each handle conflict in a shared space? What does alone time mean to each of you, and how much do you need? What are the non-negotiable routines that each person needs to maintain? These conversations feel unnecessary when everything is going well. They feel essential the first time they are not. Have them early, have them honestly. The relationship that survives shared living is the one that prepared for it. For your estate plan, the document most men over 60 do not have. Fewer than half of adults over 60 have a current, legally valid will. Even fewer have an estate plan that reflects their actual wishes, given their current relationship status and financial situation. When a new relationship enters the picture, particularly one that involves shared living or shared finances, the importance of a current estate plan becomes urgent. Without one, the default rules of your state determine who inherits your assets, who has medical decision-making authority, and who controls what you spent a lifetime building. Those default rules may not reflect your wishes, and once they are activated, in a medical emergency or at death, it is too late to change them. Before any new relationship reaches a serious stage, will or trust that reflects your current wishes, updated beneficiary designations on all retirement accounts and insurance policies, a durable power of attorney nomming who you trust to make financial decisions, and a healthcare directive nomming who you trust to make medical decisions. These documents are not complicated to create with an estate attorney. They are complicated to undo once the wrong person has legal authority. Do this before you need it, not after. 5. Your children's inheritance, the conversation most families avoid. For men over 60 with adult children, and many men in this position have children from a previous marriage, a new serious relationship introduces a tension that most families avoid discussing until it becomes a crisis. What happens to assets built over a lifetime? When a new partner enters the picture, how are inheritance expectations, spoken or unspoken, affected by a new relationship that may involve shared finances or property? And how does a man protect the interests of the children he has raised, while also being genuinely present and generous in a new relationship? The answer is not choosing between the new partner and the existing family. The answer is transparency. Adult children who understand what to expect, who have seen the estate plan, who know the intentions, are far less likely to experience a new relationship as a threat. And a new partner who understands and respects those existing commitments is demonstrating the kind of integrity worth building a relationship on. The conversation is uncomfortable. Have it anyway. The alternative, silence and assumed understanding, generates conflict that damages every relationship in its path. 6. Your emotional readiness, the one nobody talks about. Every point before this one has been practical. Financial, legal, logistical. This one is different, and it is the one that determines whether any of the others matter. Emotional readiness. The honest answer to a question most men over 60 never ask themselves directly. Am I entering this relationship because I genuinely want this specific person? Or because I am lonely, because it feels like the natural next step? Because saying no to a deepening connection feels harder than saying yes? That distinction matters enormously. A relationship entered from genuine desire and genuine readiness has a fundamentally different trajectory than one entered from momentum. From the feeling that this is what you do next. From the social pressure that a man of a certain age should be settled, should be partnered, should not be alone. The man who enters a serious relationship before he is genuinely ready does not protect himself by being cautious about finances and legal arrangements. He protects himself and the person he is with by being honest about where he actually is. Here is the reframe worth holding. Knowing you are not ready and saying so is not a failure of courage or an act of selfishness. It is one of the most generous things a man can offer to someone who is considering building something with him. The truth, clearly stated, in time for both people to make a real choice. And knowing you are ready genuinely, not just situationally, is the foundation that every other protection on this list is built on. Without it, no legal document and no financial plan protects what actually matters most. Here is what all 6 of these protections have in common. They are not about distrust. They are not about defensiveness. They are about entering the next chapter of your life with the same care and intentionality that it took to rebuild the one you are already living. Financial clarity, legal preparation, honest conversations about daily life, an estate plan that reflects your actual wishes, transparency with the people you love, and the courage to know honestly where you actually are. The man who does these 6 things before a new relationship deepens is not protecting himself from the person he is with. He is protecting the relationship itself from the complications that unaddressed expectations always create, from the resentment that unclear arrangements always generate, from the damage that silence always does, eventually. I want to end with something important. Everything in this video is about preparation. But preparation is not the goal. Connection is the goal. The man who has rebuilt his life after difficulty has earned the right to something genuine, a relationship that is chosen freely by 2 people who are honest with each other, who have had the conversations most couples avoid, who know what they are entering and have chosen it anyway. That kind of relationship, entered with clarity, with preparation, with both people's eyes genuinely open, is not the compromise of the life you built. It is the completion of it. The peace you protected is not diminished by being shared. With the right person, at the right time, in the right way, it becomes something better than either of you had alone. If you are a man over 60 navigating this decision right now, which of these 6 felt most relevant to where you are? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if someone you know is facing this, share this video. It might be the most useful thing. They watch before making a decision they cannot easily reverse. At Connected After 60, this is what we do every week. The conversations most people are having privately, we have them openly, honestly, and with the information that actually helps. Subscribe so you never miss one. Take care of yourself and of each other.